Question, Zach?
Zach, just, what did you guys not get going on offense tonight?
I think we all just kept taking turns. Too many self-inflicted wounds. Just not good enough. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Not good enough. I don't know.
The 8 sacks. Did you feel like you were kind of under siege all night? Was that coverage? Was it holding the ball? What was kind of led to all the sacks?
Yeah, I think my job is to get the ball out of my hands as quickly as I can. I promise I'm always trying to do that with those guys up front. I'm always trying to help out the O-line with that up front. You got to give those guys credit that they did a good job. Really, if there's an opportunity to watch this film and find some that I can point to get the ball out faster, I promise I'm going to learn from those, and because that can't happen, and I got to help those guys out as best as I can, and but give the Chargers some credit too.
How do you get this offense going? I mean, it's week 9, it's going into 10. What point do you have to try to get things going?
Yeah, we got to get things going. Our defense is playing lights out, man. We gotta get something going. We got to find a way, and I think we all got to stick together, and I think we will. And I think the guys 100% have each other's back and 100% trust, and that's all we can do. We can trust in each other, keep working to keep getting better, and this league will do this to you sometimes. So we got to find a way.
The idea of going up tempo at times, and you guys passed a lot in the first half. Was it something that you saw from the Chargers, or was it how much of it was game plan design, and what was the thought behind trying to use it so much?
Yeah, I think we do good in up tempo. I think we've done well in 2-minute situations, this year. So it's kind of replicating that. Let's get on the ball. Let's go quick. Let's try and mix it up, because we got to do something offensively, as you guys know. We'll go back and watch and see how we did on those.
On one of your late sacks, you actually got up and started running towards the Chargers. I'm wondering, were you dazed there?
No, I got flipped upside down on my head. Not dazed, flipped upside down, but when I got sacked, I was upside down. So when I stood up, the Chargers were all kind of blocking the sideline, and so I kind of just got turned around. But yeah, I mean, more than anything, I was frustrated. I wasn't looking. So.
What's one of the main things you want to work on before the next game?
Yeah, I don't know if it's one thing. I want to get the ball out of my hands quicker. I want to, get more completions, get the ball out of my hands to our playmakers, and let them make plays. There's a lot. So we got to figure something out.
Zach, if you had to compare where you were a year ago to where you are right now, confidence-wise, comfortability-wise, where would that comparison be?
I feel like I'm a different player. I feel like I'm in the best position I've ever felt mentally. My understanding of the game. I feel ready to be out there and be competing, and so that's what's so frustrating, and just not getting things done. It's frustrating, and it starts with me finding a way. But I'm ready for the opportunity in the moment, and we got to find a way to get it done.
Well, why do you think this offense has struggled the way it has?
I'm not sure, man. I really do think it is the self-inflicted wounds. I feel like anytime we get something good going, we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot and put us behind the sticks a little bit, and not doing well situationally, I would say. Not well in the red zone, not well in third down, so we got to find a way to be better.
Couple more. You've really cut down on your interceptions from last year. I think you've only had one in the last 4 or 5 games. Do you think perhaps you're playing a little too cautious, trying to cut down on the interceptions instead of more of a let-it-rip type attitude?
I don't think so. I mean, absolutely. If I watched this film and there was a time to cut one loose, absolutely. I need to learn from that. But my job is to go through my progressions. If something's there, let it rip. If it's not, check it down. I feel like I'm seeing the field better than I ever have. And learning from plays like Dallas, where you try and win the game in the last couple minutes and you throw 3 picks in the fourth quarter. It doesn't help us as a team. So, that last drive, just trying to get completions, just trying to get the ball down the field to try and score, as quickly as we can. But, throwing picks isn't going to help us. So.
Zach, this might be tough to answer without watching the film, but there was a third down, I believe it was in the second quarter, where it looked like you could run, and you flipped it to Michael. You remember that
Yep.
play? Did you think you could run for the first down there, or what kind of did you see?
I did right after I flipped it. It was kind of one of those that when you step up, you see the check down right there. The O-line's blocking the guy next to him. So I'm flipping that, and then as kind of the hole clears, I see the dude standing there, and I'm like, gosh, I probably should have tried to run right there. But processing-wise, I mean, I'm going through my reads. Second something's not there and I step up in the pocket, that's the first guy I'm looking for is the back. Now, if I felt like, guy was all over him and he was covered, that's when I would like to take off and run, trying to use my legs as much as I can.
Oh, good. Thanks, Aaron.
Thanks.
All right, so Zach Wilson feels like mentally he's in the best spot he's ever been as a quarterback in the NFL, and the performance, the play has matched that sentiment in weeks past. Not the case here on Monday night. Fewest offensive touchdowns in the first 8 games of the last 5 seasons. Sensing a theme, the Jets this season just 8 touchdowns through 8 games, only worse themselves in 2020.